Usually in the gaming world, a franchise's latest release is considered the best. But is that the case with the latest installment of Far Cry? What's up everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Omar with Real Gamer Review, and today I'll be doing a comparison between Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 5.
Nicely done, Epi. Keep this up and we'll be broadcasting across the whole region soon and saving them from Pagan Min's lab.
Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to see more videos like this one. Without further ado, let's get right into it. As we all expect the latest games to be the greatest, but that wasn't the case this time. At least in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, Far Cry 5 was a pretty good game, but I definitely enjoyed Far Cry 4 much more, and I will explain why throughout this video. For sure, Ubisoft has done a good job with Far Cry 5 in terms of the graphics, but I find both installments to be comparable, especially considering that they were released 4 years apart. I believe that Far Cry 4 is a solid game in terms of visuals and graphics, even by 2020 standards. To be clear, I'm not comparing both games in this video from a story perspective, but the gameplay. If we start talking about the story, then the clear winner is Far Cry 3, with its amazing villain Val. I'm here to discuss the gameplay and some of the visual aspects. And yes, I know that I said before that Far Cry 5 has better overall graphics, but I think that Far Cry 4 has better visuals from the perspective of a player, considering its beautiful setup in the Himalaya mountains. If you put both side by side, Far Cry 5 clearly has better textures and graphics quality, but which one you prefer to play in, walk around, and discover its territories? When I played Far Cry 5, yes, I was enjoying the game, but I never had the urge to drive the car around and discover different areas of the map. I was just focused on moving from one mission to another. On the other hand, Far Cry 4 was the exact opposite. Every piece of the map was a joy to go around and discover. As far as the vehicles, Far Cry 5 may have better visuals for the interiors, but Far Cry 4 has more of a personal touch in the details, which makes the game a bit more authentic in my opinion. And you can scale the rest of the aspects for both games with the same measure. For example, the towers that you liberate to clear areas on the map were totally removed in Far Cry 5. Honestly, I kind of missed them. After they were gone, I felt that one of Far Cry's trademarks was removed. Also, hunting and skinning animals to craft bigger bags to loot more or have bigger ammo bag was another trademark for Far Cry games, and in Far Cry 5 it is gone, but in a really weird way. Like half gone. There are still animals that you can hunt and skin, but only to sell for money, which doesn't make any sense to me. In Far Cry 4 there are tons of cool things that you can do for fun. Riding a cool glider from the top of a mountain, getting in a mini one-seater cool helicopter, you could even ride an elephant and bash everything in your way. The missions were also way better, especially with the setup that the game was all about. For example, that mission that was 26,000 feet on top of the mountain, and you have to kill enemies to loot oxygen masks to survive while searching for some sort of secret weapon. Another thing that I really dislike about Far Cry 5 is the silent protagonist. I understand they wanted to make a customizable character for everyone to have a personal experience, but I just didn't feel connected to the character as I felt with AJ from Far Cry 4. Having his mother's ashes with him all the way to Kyrat and discovering later that his mother did this to get him back to Kyrat to meet the rebellion members of the movement that his father started long time and fight with them to liberate Kyrat. A pretty good solid story, definitely was way better than Far Cry 5's very basic story of liberating a county from a crazy cult.
Guns, take our freedom, take our faith. We will not let them.
Sheriff, come on.
Hold on, Marshal.
We will not let their greed, or their immorality, or their depravity hurt us anymore.
Sheriff.
There will be no more suffering.
It's like they removed the soul and core essence of Far Cry games that we all liked and loved to just put in a very serious first-person shooter game. Far Cry 5 is still a good game that any new players to the franchise could enjoy, but for me as a fan since the very original Far Cry, I felt that my connection to the Far Cry games was lost. It just felt different, more serious, and lacked all the fun signature of Far Cry games. Let me know in the comments below which Far Cry do you think is better, 4 or 5, and why. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to watch more videos like this one.